What's good, YouTube? Just a quick how-to of how to do a aftermarket steering wheel install on a B15 Nissan Sentra, which is basically 2000 to 2006 models. Quick thing what you'll need is a few basic tools: Phillips head screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, 10mm socket, and a 3/4 socket. Also a socket extension for when you're removing the nut from the hub itself. This is the steering wheel here. This is the factory steering wheel with cruise control, everything on it. When you do change the steering wheel, you are going to lose the cruise control, so that's one thing that you will be sacrificing. As far as installing it, you don't have to take off the steering column or anything. You just basically are messing with the steering wheel itself. First thing you'll do is pop each one of these panels off with the flathead screwdriver. You have a panel on the side. This just pulls off where your cruise control setup is, and then on the bottom also for access to your wiring harness. You take those off. Once you take those off, you'll find a 10mm socket on this side, 2 Phillips head screws. Well, once you take this off, you actually have to pull the cruise control module out. That pulls straight out, and then you have the 2 Phillips head screws right here, followed behind that with a 10mm socket. Once you take those off, that will give you access to your airbag. Your airbag will pull out. You'll find the wiring harness connected to the airbag. There's a black clip on top of the harness itself. Take a Phillips head screwdriver, you lift up on the black clip. That allows you to pull the clip up. You'll definitely want to disconnect your negative terminal before you even start messing with this. I disconnected the negative terminal, let it sit for about 10 minutes, let the battery drain a little bit, left the headlights on, door open, pump the brakes for about 20 seconds. And that way he didn't have any electricity still left in the system, so the airbag doesn't deploy. But once you take the airbag out, then you'll have access to the nut that holds the steering wheel to the steering column. You take that loose. You have a wiring harness just below, which you'll have access to unclip it through this hole down here, and then you'll be able to install your aftermarket steering wheel. I've installed in my car, I've got the Works Bell Rapfix 2. There's a couple of different quick release systems on the market. This is basically the originator. The NRG unit is basically the copy of this unit. You spend more money on the Works Bell system. I also have the Works Bell short hub here. But you spend more money on this unit, but you don't have to do any wiring with it. Your horn will function, all functions will work. Comes with about 3 different quick adapters for your wiring harness. So just plug and play, connect them up. When you put the new hub on, you need to torque it down to 23 foot-pounds torque. It comes with all the hardware it needs. Once you put the hub on, I'll show you real quick here. Just pull this. It has also a jumper for your airbag light. That way your airbag warning light does not stay on. And then you also have a harness. Basically, this is coming from your steering, from your electrical, from the factory. There's a harness connects to that to have your lead for your horn. And then this just slides over, give everything a nice clean install. But once you get this part installed, then you'll install the other part on your steering wheel. which allows it to do your quick connect. I'm running the personal Grinta, Neo Grinta black with the red stitching. I'm running a 330 millimeter, which is a little bit smaller than stock. If you look, the Grinta basically fits just inside the frame of the factory steering wheel. So it's just a little bit smaller. I think it looks pretty good for a car this size. But you have all your connections from the steering wheel for your horn are wired right into here. So you have all functions of the horn. Slides on real easily. Also good for a theft deterrent. But I'm going to set this to the side actually. Put this right here. But as far as when you're putting the steering wheel on, it just basically slides in and locks in place, regardless if you don't have it in straight or not. Once you get it straight, it'll lock into place. You have your full function. Like I said, mine and the horn's wired up, works fine, on or off. I'll uninstall it. Then uninstalls pretty easily. There's a pin right here you push in, pull this back. It's kind of difficult to do with one hand. Pull this back, disconnects real quick, in and out in a couple of seconds. It works real well if you have racing seats, because it gets kind of hard to get in and out of these. I've got some Recaro seats in here, so they're pretty deep buckets. It's hard to get out of those side bolsters sometimes, but like I said, Works Bell Rapfix 2 and a B15 Sentra. You could go with the NRG unit, but you'll just have to do some wiring. If you're worried about returning the car back to stock and you want to retain still all the stock wiring without having to mess with it later, I would suggest to do the Works Rapfix 2. And I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Alright, peace.